Okay, we're just getting ready to start on our 35 to 40 year deer video. Um, did the turkeys not long ago, some of them. Now we're going to get into the deer. Back then we had 10,000 acres of land roughly that we had access to, and we would get 60 doe tags a year. With the wildlife department, we had to keep jawbones and the weight and records on those. Back then we didn't have no coyotes, no pigs, and turkeys were just getting introduced into the club. So we had 60 doe tags. We never did field that quota, but we would take anywhere from 60 to 120 plus a year. You'll see some of my friends with us. Then unfortunately they're not with us any longer, but we're still going to show them. Just sitting that close to somebody and being all tensed up when got that big buck walking in, it's nothing like it.
Hi, my name's Terry, and in a little while I'd like to share with you some of our favorite venison recipes. They're quick, easy to prepare, and taste great. Now, I'd like to introduce two of my favorite friends and sportsmen, Bill and Bobby.
Hello, I'm Bill Shire.
And I'm Bobby Tucker. We would like to share with you some of the tense, difficult moments a bow hunter goes through before and after the shot.
Yeah, I've been hunting with Bobby for the past several years, and I've filmed over half the deer he's taken with the bow. We have an excellent deer population in the lower part of South Carolina, and the longest season in the country.
Yeah, it was a challenge to film some of these hunts with the thick vegetation. Some of the deer were under us before we even knew it, and that's why you'll see a lot of quick, difficult shots.
And that's not to mention mosquitoes, ticks, and chiggers, and the pressure from other hunters, and the added pressure I put on Bobby with a camera over his shoulder and an elbow in his rib.
Yeah, I get excited with a rifle in my hand, but with a bow it's twice as bad. And when Bill elbows me that it's time to shoot, it's about all I can stand. My blood pressure got a little higher when I started seeing some nice racks.
Excellent place here. We've had good luck on this. It's the only, as you see, it's an oak ridge, and it's the only feeding area around in the deer bed up in here. And when the acres start dropping, all the deer more or less funnel into this area. And they've got some nice scrapes in here and a couple nice scrape lines. And that's what makes it such a good area.
We got to watch this 7-pointer clean out 2 scrapes before he came to the one under us. I was shaking so bad I'm surprised I didn't hit a tree. Luckily, I hit a main artery.
Shaking, I don't know what happened.
Wow, he's shaking. I was shaking.
I couldn't see.
I had the rattler horns and flat. They went to fall. I had to shoot.
I've never seen a deer walk off like that. That'd be a shot.
I thought I shot back. I don't know. It wasn't real good. My shot wasn't too good. But we're going to go here before we start walking off and see if we can find some blood.
Okay. Yeah, I believe you got a little bit excited, didn't you?
I got shook. I was about to fall out of the tree stand. We done seen 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bucks. The spike was twice. It's the same spike, probably.
And that wasn't the biggest one.
We done seen a big one. I hope he's on there with us.
Got any blood on it?
Bill, look. Hey, right here.
What? Son of a gun. Oh, right. Congratulations.
Explain that to me, guide.
Sometimes they do that. You hear when he started walking when he shot him. Well, congratulations.
I appreciate it there, son.
That's a nice one.
That's a nice deer. There's one here twice that size. There's one in here twice that size.
Yeah. Well, we need to go ahead and get out of here.
Get him out of here.
We need to get out of here so we can leave this alone for a couple of days and come back and try to get.
Leaving, Bill. He was leaving. He smelled us or something. He was leaving. I had to shoot.
That was a good shot, Bobby.
I had to shoot quick. He was leaving.
Good shot.
I tell you, Bill, that was a long shot.
Bow sight we've been using the past several years.
Well, we're going to climb a tree and show you how it works.
This pendulum sight actually moves. As you drop the bow, say that's 30 yards, as you drop the bow, the pin comes up and allows for closer yardage. So anywhere from straight under the stand to 30 yards out, it's going to be dead on, so you don't have to judge distance. What I'm going to do now, I've got this bow fairly tuned in on the ground. We're going to see how it works out of the tree. We got a deer out there at a deer target, I don't know, 12, 15 yards. We're going to shoot it and see what happens. Holding the pin dead on, the arrow is dead on. So what we're going to do now, we're going to move the target in close, still hold the pin dead on and see how it works. Okay, now we've already sighted it in at 20 yards on the ground with it locked in on the 20-yard pin right here. By going to this number 5 position, the pin is at 20 yards. So once we knock it loose, it's ready to shoot out of the tree. And it was dead on at about 12 or 15. Now we're going to shoot real close to the tree. I don't know how many yards that is. That's only about 5 or 6. But it ought to work real well. Let's see. That's pretty close there. All right, now we're going to move it out and see how it does out 25 yards or so. Although I don't know exactly what the distance is, the pendulum is going to make up for it. A lot of people still don't understand about how to adjust the sight. This is just like any other pin sight. If you're shooting high, you simply move the whole sight up, and that instead of moving 4 pins, you just got to move the one adjustment, and you're right from dead straight down to 30 yards out. If you're shooting to the left, you simply move the sight to the left. If you're shooting to the right, you simply move it to the right. You've only got one adjustment instead of 4 or 5 for separate pins. All right, we're out there 25 or so yards. I'm still going to hold the pin dead on just like I did straight under the tree, and let's see how accurate it is.
Yeah, that was a good shot, Bobby.
Yeah, I think we're ready to go try it on the deer now. Just holding it dead on, the same thing from straight down to 30 yards. This is great.
Bobby, where we're going to be hunting here is we've got a Carolina Bay here, and with all the rain from Hurricane Hugo, it's filled these swamps up, this swamp here, and we have a swamp here, which is going to keep these deer out of the swamp and push them up on this pine ridge here, which is going to help us out a lot. And you see the bedding areas out here and the scrape lines they're going to be using. And there's been a lot of activity in the last couple of weeks on this. So I think we'll have some luck.
I was tore up. I bumped the tree when I had to swing around to the right.
You got him in the shoulder.
Yeah, I think it went through.
You got the last spot marked.
Yeah, I got it right there. I think I heard him fall right there. That was a long shot.
Hey, I'm shaking just as much as you are.
I'm shaking.
I'm shaking worse.
We had to shoot. If the deer ever came 10 more yards, the wind would have blew right into it.
Yeah.
We've got a compass reading at 180 degrees. Last place I saw the deer. Looked like he might have went down when he fell. But it always looks different on the ground than in the tree. If you got a spot where you last saw the deer, it's wise to go ahead and take it. And then as you're tracking, you can make sure you're on the right track. And at least go to the furthest point where you know where the deer was. We're gonna get down, go to that last point we saw the deer, and see what we can find.
Are you messing with me too?
Huh?
Are you messing with me?
I'm saying we got to do this right.
But tell me where the deer is.
Huh?
Tell me where it is.
I don't know. I just got here. I'm serious. I wouldn't kid you.
Yeah, you are. But you know, we're messing up the trail if you were kidding with me.
I just walked right in and stood here. Now you got to tell them about your compass reading. Take one, compass reading.
Stand back up there. Right here. I saw the deer go by this tree somewhere.
Did you find him, Bob? See what we got here.
Nice little 8-point.
Yeah.
The deer was facing us.
Oh, that was a good shot.
We had to shoot. The deer was gonna smell us. Wind was swirling, blowing the wrong way. We had rattled, and he was trying to circle to get downwind from us.
Yeah.
Gosh, boy, the mosquitoes are terrible. And the deer was going downwind. He'd smelled us.
Well, as much as you were shaking, I'm surprised you even hit the deer.
I am too, boy. That deer, he come into them horns. He come in, he was looking around. He knew something was up. But when he started circling downwind, we were in trouble.
Yeah.
This water this week's been a mixed blessing. After the Hurricane Hugo, it dumped so much water we have to wade to our stands. But it concentrates the deer up on the ridges and makes it a lot easier to drag. We just got to get a little wet. At least we don't get too hot doing this. I tell you, we've had a ball down here this week. And I appreciate Bill putting us on all of his good stands. I get so excited I can't stand it. This bow hunting tears me up.
Well, I want you to take some of these mosquitoes back with you when you leave tomorrow.
You said we'd do it, and we finally got an 8-pointer on film.
You can have the best equipment ever made, but buck fever has been around longer than any of them.
God, I was dead on that deer, Bill.
It's going to seem funny now getting in the tree without Bill. We live 250 miles apart, and there's 2 weeks left in the season. I wish I'd been here for the next few hunts.
Yeah, I had trouble getting somebody to go with me after Bobby left and the weather got cold.
Cold, how about a record snowfall?
shot, JJ.
Thank you, buddy. I thought you broke your arrow.
Good shot. That was about an 80-pound doe.
Yeah, it's a nice sized deer.
Did you see where it stopped?
I didn't see where it stopped at, but it run that way there.
All right, that was a good shot. Yeah, Bobby and I shot some out here, and I brought my nephew JJ. He ain't killed a deer in a couple years with his bow.
I appreciate it, Uncle Bill. We ain't never tracked one in the snow.
You go right ahead, and I taught him how to track many years ago, and I'll see how this goes. Well, there he is. Got him, JJ.
Yeah, we got some little doe this time, Bill.
He weighs, how much you weigh? About that's 80 pounds?
Probably about 70, 80 pounds, yes.
Yeah. That was real exciting and different.
Yes, it sure was, and I appreciate it too, Uncle Bill, bringing me out here.
As with any great recipe, the secret to a great taste is in the preparation of the venison and how it is cooked. Overcooking the venison can make it dry and also tough. You want to cook it medium or medium well with just a touch of pink in the center for mouth-watering venison at its best. This first recipe is one that's great when you're outdoors camping and you have fresh venison. First, like with all venison recipes, you want to cut the gristle and the fat away from the meat. Then, you want to cut the meat into strips large enough not to fall through the grill plate. You then marinate the strips in your favorite barbecue sauce. Then you season to taste with salt and pepper, garlic powder, and a little bit of lemon. After you mix it all up, you marinate it for about 2 hours and then grill until it's about medium or medium well. Just remember not to overcook it. This second recipe is one that you can prepare ahead of time so that you can eat it at a moment's notice. This is venison stew. Again, we would suggest you use the loin. Cut the meat in bite-sized pieces and boil in about 2 cups of water along with potatoes, carrots, onions, Lee and Perrin sauce, Texas Pete sauce, ketchup, salt and pepper. You can add more water as needed. This third recipe is great for home cooking. It's venison marinated in mustard sauce. First, you marinate bite-sized pieces of venison with mustard, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, and a little bit of soy sauce. You can also add beer or wine if you like. After you mix that up, you need to marinate it overnight or about 12 hours. When the meat is done marinating, coat in flour as is and deep fry until golden brown. Here you have it, grilled venison, venison stew, and marinated venison in mustard sauce. We're out of time for now. I hope you enjoy them as much as we do. Goodbye until next time.
Somewhere from the mountains down to the sea, under the tall pines and the old oak tree, Bill and Bobby all out at daylight, hunting and fishing is what they like. This time of morning, before the sun's too high, the hunting is good and the fishing is right. You can hear turkey gobble that golden buck running through the bushes. There's a big old buck, and down by the marshland you might see a duck. And out on the river, the fish are going by. Carolina, 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 man, ain't this the life? Mamas and daddies, take your daughters and sons, enjoy the outdoors for everyone. Try your best to teach them, never take too much. That way for the rest of us, there'll always be enough. They can hear turkey gobble, cat go and duck. Running through the bushes, there's a big old buck.